What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. It is the 5th day of July, and here we are, my friends, sitting at about 16 cents, 7 hours and 20 minutes left in the day. Moving down a little bit, 1% on the day so far to the downside. It's very possible that we do go lower. You know, I was starting to really come around to this being the low, and perhaps it is. Perhaps we find some kind of double bottom. I wouldn't really be opposed to the idea of this being a horizontal channel, right, where we're finding support at various areas, resistance at various areas, like we did back here, right, horizontal channel right there, right, something like that. I didn't draw it the best. It kind of looks like it's broadening, but it's not. It's horizontal. And we're in the same area too. No. By the way, this is not a head and shoulders pattern. No, it's not. No. If anybody's wondering, is this a head and shoulders pattern? No. I don't know about you, but my shoulder on the left is the same size as the one on the right. Maybe to a nominal degree they vary, I suppose, depending on which one I'm favored with, right? But for the most part, right, they're pretty symmetrical, right? As in a pattern, it should be. Head and shoulders patterns, they don't tend to be head and shoulders patterns unless they look perfect, unless they absolutely look perfect. I'm looking at this real quick, moving down, and this one, it does not look perfect. No. It almost looks perfect, but the left shoulder would have to come up to here, right? It would have to come up to right to this level, and it didn't, right? This is definitely not that because it's at a higher price. It's definitely not the shoulder. This would be the shoulder, if anything. So if we were to move down here, something like this, then move up here, maybe you would have that kind of inverse, or that head and shoulders look. But then again, the right shoulder would be bigger than the left shoulder, and that's in size this way instead of in size this way, and that's also kind of uncommon. Though the right shoulder typically is smaller in like time than the left shoulder is. It can go a little bit over time sometimes. That does happen, but most of the time, no. Anyways, sorry I got so hung up on that. No, it's not a head and shoulders pattern. If anybody's telling you that, you should probably not listen to them in regards to technical analysis, because they just clearly don't know what they're talking about. And that's, maybe they'll learn. You know, people can learn, but just showing their inexperience in the matter, right? Maybe don't take their analysis too seriously. They're consolidating around the 0.5. The fibs are just so weird. This fib is so weird. I don't want to take it. I mean, yes, the golden ratio is down here at 13.2 to 11.5, but you just have not. You're not showing any respect on this. So I don't know if it's going to. Here you did an obscure thing as well. You didn't really show any respect on this either. So I don't know. Maybe it's the low point for whatever reason. You're just not respecting it. Let's just see. What about maybe this low to high? Are you showing respect on this? Some charts just don't respect fibs as much. No, this is respect though. Look at that. Look at the serendipity. I love this. 2272 support, 1272 resistance, 2272, 1272. Right, serendipitous. Very, very nice. Perfect for a horizontal channel. Not a lot of volume on the way down. We are on Bybit, one of the higher volume exchanges for cookies. So I'm not worried about this. I'm definitely not worried about it. Let's look at this on the Binance chart, just because it's got more volume, so that might be more reliable. Yeah, not a lot of volume at all. So I do like this a little bit more. I'll tell you what, if we are to go below the 2272, which, by the way, that's a bullish reaction. Normally you wick below the 2272, you don't wick to it, so it actually is a bullish reaction. But if we are to go below it, 13.3 cents, 11.6 cents, something in that range. Watch this be like the golden ratio, which we've forsaken. Yeah, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. So maybe we respect that golden ratio zone. But again, I have a hard time seeing that happen, because I don't expect too much out of Bitcoin as far as dropping goes. Right? I don't think Bitcoin's going to drop 8%, 10% or anything like that from its current price. It could. I'm not saying it can't, but I don't expect it. I don't expect Cookie DAO to drop 15%. I mean, maybe it could drop 15% if Bitcoin dropped like 8%. Okay, maybe. But I don't even think Bitcoin's going to drop 5%, let alone not even 4%. So probably not. But maybe 13.3 cents is possible. I don't know. We'll see. I'm expecting that we do hold 14.5 cents as support. I still don't think that we go below there. But if we do go below there, again, it is common to wick below the 2272 and then go above. It doesn't have to be perfect support right here. We can go a little bit lower, just in that area, right? That's the expectation that I'm looking for. So 1 hour time frame here. Checking in on Bitcoin again. A little volatility here. Nice to see. We're probably going to come down, you guys. I think that we probably are going to come down. I actually want to look at the liquidation levels real quick. Are we on the 30-day? We want the 30-day. Okay, cool. Just to have it all. I can feel it all. Okay, so some shorts have come in. recently with this drop. People have taken leverage off on the long side. So we're at 1.79. What if we went to 1.69? How much would that be? That's about 694 million. 694 million. What if we went to 1.89 billion? 1.35 billion. So we'll probably move up a little bit to clear out some of those shorts before moving lower. But you never know. Just because there's more shorts to the upside doesn't mean that we have to move up. We can move down lower. And I mean, the chart's breaking out. In my opinion, I think we would go lower. But it's breaking out without volume. To be fair, it is the weekend also. To be fair, but I don't know. Anyways, back to Cookie DAO. If Bitcoin goes lower, and I think it will go lower, maybe it moves up a little bit from here. But if and when it does go lower, I do anticipate that we will see lower prices for Cookie as well. Relative low to high. Not really any respect there. That's okay. We probably won't use the fibs anymore because we've already gone over that. Rejecting the overbought zone down here at the 40. Got oversold. Can't get overbought. Oversold on the stochastics. MACD rejecting the zero line. All bearish, guys. All bearish stuff. Yeah, so lower. The 1 hour agrees with lower. 4 hour time frame. Rejecting the 50. Neutral, but bearishly positioned. Stochastics are bearish. MACD is bearish. Bearish. Why is the MACD bearish? Building bearish momentum. That's what the dark colors mean in the histogram. And, of course, you're crossing below the zero, though you've shown a lot of disrespect at this, so maybe the MACD isn't to be considered too much. But the RSI and the stochastics, I do think, are painting a little bit of a bearish picture. So lower. I don't know how to feel about the MACD on the daily time frame or the stochastics. The RSI makes me think that you go a little bit lower, but again, I don't really know how to feel as far as are you going oversold or not. They're all kind of in a neutral / bearish position, but with the potential to turn bullish here with just one good day. So I don't want to outright say that these are all going to go oversold and that they're going to promote. I mean, if they do, sure, maybe we go down to 13 cents to 11 cents. Maybe that does end up happening. And if it does, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, I'm buying. So understand, if you panic sell, if you panic sell at 13.4 cents to 11 cents, and then later in this cycle when Cookie DAO is worth $20 or more, $40, $80, $100, whatever, where I'm going to sell, you effectively sold me Cookie that I will be selling up there, right? You're foregoing your riches and glory, and I'm going to scoop it up. So don't you dare freaking sell if we go below 14 cents. It's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. We'll come back up. It's going to be glorious. People get so... It's funny. It's just funny how the perspective of the herd is, right? Here, I don't know, man, this thing's a piece of trash. I don't want anything to do with this. Here, this is the best crypto in the whole space. I'm putting my life savings in it. Anybody talking about Cookie DAO doesn't know what they're talking about. This thing's going to get you wrecked. Yeah, you know, it's just how it is, and the cycle completes itself, and then we go up till we get euphoria again. This is the best thing ever. This thing sucks. It's just how it is. Check the comments. You want to do analysis that doesn't involve, like, you're not good at doing TA, you don't know technical analysis? Check the comments. If the comments are absurdly bearish, they're hateful. Not just me. I'm talking about anybody, right? Like anybody's YouTube channel. If you can do like an analysis of 100 comments, like random comments, if people are bullish or bearish, the opposite will likely happen, right? Right. That's just my perspective. A lot of people were bullish on X last night, and look at what we're doing today, guys. We're moving down a little bit, right? That's just kind of how it happens. Let's see here. Let's see, what is the sentiment? 51, neutral. So we're neutral overall, but I would say it's a little bit more bullish. This is a pretty good representation, but I think X.com, you guys, if you just use your eyes, you spend like an hour on there, go through and see what people are saying, go through the large accounts, right? I'm talking like Carl from the Moon, whether you like him or not, I don't care. MM Crypto, same thing. Da Vinci, CZ, Justin Sun, Crypto Bureau, Crypto Banter, any long-term big accounts that have been in the space, right? Bitcoin.com's news channel or Bitcoin.com itself on X. Like, if you just see what people are saying, if you gauge what the sentiment is on there, you'll have a better understanding of where we're going to go in the short term, because it's oftentimes the opposite. If everybody's bullish, the only time that we tend to go up whenever everybody's bullish is in that peak mania crazy phase, right? At that point, this idea goes out the window, and by no means, whenever we're in the peak mania phase, which we're getting to be in, should anybody sell, right? Should you be playing that game at all? I think that we should just hold and wait until some of these hot indicators go off. But I'm digressing from the topic here of Cookie DAO. Cookie DAO, my friends, 16.1 cents now. I doubt it goes too much lower, but lower nonetheless. I doubt we go below 14.6 cents, but if we do, 13 to 13.5 or something like that would hold as support. What is it? Low to high? Because it actually is this golden ratio. 13.25 to 11.76, that would hold us as support. And then riches and glory await. They await the patient. They await the opportune, the people who are seizing the day. We will see prices all the way up at $1.65 to $3.90. Likely by the time that this next move ends, which who knows when it's going to be, but I'm thinking sometime in August, probably late August. If Bitcoin does something absurd, if we are more bearish than I'm giving it credit for, if we do something absurd and we actually go back below 100K, we complete the thought and we see a lower low here, we go down to that 95, 96K area that everyone was talking about back here, and myself included, then maybe instead it's September that we top off. But tomato, potato, whatever, we're going up to the land of the promised. It's just a couple months away at the most, I think. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.